Hello everyone, I Dr. Neelaj Deshmukh demonstrating here how to carry out graph formatting using Excel. As and when we are carrying out any project activity, we are presenting outcomes of project at different platforms. The outcome in the form of graph is the best option where you can present different outcome in one graph. But we need to take care of formatting. Presenting the data in the form of quality graph increases the chances of accepting the paper for the refereed journal. Here I have shown different graph with different formatting, the axis title, different legends should be little bit more font size than the normal text size. If you reduce the size of graph, the text present in the graph should be clearly seen. We try to avoid a color graph to avoid the printing cost for the journal publication. Same graph you can plot with a different color for online journal publication. Majority of publication houses are asking cost associated for color printing. So we can use a different line types, different marker types for different data series. So here we need to follow a certain step. So in this graph, you can see the all data series are represented in the form of different color, whereas in this graph, it is shown by different marker, but all the lines are black. Here you can see the axis, though the figure graphs is reduced in size, but the axis legend title is clearly seen. So you need to present the axis title, you have to represent its unit of the data series, all need to clearly seen in the graphs presented for any publications or whenever you are doing presentation in front of your boss. Here I will show using the Excel how we can carry out, we can present your data in such graphs. Just open any Excel sheet. I can create any data series. So you need to follow, just you may have, whenever you are carrying out experimentation, you will have this data series with you. Here for demonstration purpose, I am creating the data series. You can open any blank Excel. You can create a data series. Whenever you are carrying out experimentation, you will have this data with you. Only you need to plot the graphs using that one. For this demonstrating purpose, here I am creating the data series. Let's say on x-axis, the 1 to 12 is there, and for the y-axis, let's say 10 to 120 is there. Now we are plotting the graphs using this data series. So go to the insert. You can will have different chart options. Click on that one. You can select any one. Let's say you got this plot, x-axis and y-axis. But here you will find out there is a no chart or axis title is present. So you can find out the proper layout for that. Let's say I am selecting this layout where the axis title is there, series title is there, and chart title. So for the, as we are giving, whenever you are publishing the paper, you are giving the figure caption. So no need to for showing here the chart title. So I will delete that chart title. I can, let's say on x-axis, I have a pressure, and let's say its unit is in bar. So I will write that one. Then on y-axis, let's say temperature. So I will write temperature, and I can increase the size of this axis legend and the title. Go to home, increase that one so that whenever we are reducing that time it will not change, and try to maintain this axis title and legend the same type as of the text. Let's say I have selected in the text in Time New Roman, so axis title should be in Roman. So let's say this is 14, and axis title is also we want in Time New Roman, which is of same size 14, and make it bold so that it will be clearly seen. Here same formatting can be applied. Times New Roman, then font 14, and it should be bold. Here, this is why I'm changing the things so that as and when we are reducing its size, the text will be clearly seen. Now here, I don't want this grid line, so I will remove this grid line, and I want here the block. So here I will just click here and I will create the border. Border I want a solid line, and border color is of 1 point black. Width is, let's say, I always prefer to have 1.5. So I will increase to 1.5 so that it will clearly see. Now here I want at the same time, if I am to present this graph in a black and white for publication, journal publications, so I will select its black color. So I will go to the line, solid line. Line color is I want the black. Then I want the marker. Marker is also should be a color should be of black. Then go to the fill options where you can also change to the black color, right? And I don't want that solid line of this is thick. It should be thin, because if it is a many lines are there, it should be clearly seen. So it is there. So here, as when you're presenting the one data in a one graph, there is no need to give the series name. But if you're presenting the multiple data in one graph, then that time the series name is required. So here, this formatting we have done for a one graph. So I will remove this series. Here at the same time, if I want the marker on x-axis and y-axis, I can put the uh, binary ticks and major ticks. I can create that major ticks and minor ticks on the graphs. Axis option, tick option. You can select the here at present we are not showing anything, so it's none. So we always prefer the ticks on the inside. So this is inside. Major ticks also in inside, right? And we present a number label next to the axis. We are preferring to have that label. Now you can see here the all the markers are appeared here. If you go, you can get the at what unit you want a major. Let's and at what unit you want a minor. Let's say I want the minor ticks not at the 4. I will just take at 10 so that the minor will be reduced. And it's given inside category numbers. I can just scroll down and find out what are the best options are possible. Now for this axis also, I want the color to be a black, that marker ticks. So I will click on the marker size, that marker color. I'm expecting it should be black. Here you can see that one. If I want this marker in black color, go to the line, solid line, and you can select the color as a black, and the thickness of that width of that line is 0.75. If you want, you can increase. So same thing can be applied here on x-axis. So I'm changing the color to the black, right? And here first I need to create the markers. So we need to go to again the axis option, and you can create the marker for that. So here the minimum is given, maximum is given, right? Major axis, major tick, minor tick, tick marks. That is here it is present none. So I was referring inside both major and minor. And now you can see here the major and minor ticks are appear. So this is the basic formatting we can carry out, and we can present the same data more effectively using the proper graphs. Let's say in a same data series, same graphs, you want to present a different data. Let's say for this same graph, let's say another data series we can add. So I'm just creating a data series, but in your actual experimentation, you will have actual data with you. So just I'm trying to create a different data series. Let's say we got this data series, and in the same graph, now I'm adding the one more data. Now just click on the same chart, go to the select data, then add data. Let's say this is you can say a different pressure, a different temperature, different operating conditions are there. Let's say I'm saying this is P2, this condition is P2, and now I want to create a series X value. So just go to this X value and drag that, click OK. Then its Y value, just now which are the series we created, that will be my Y value. This is Y, and you got this graph. Just click on OK. This data series is now the P2. We can see the different line is open. As data series is very close, you have to carry out the proper formatting. Now here again the marker is same marker but different color is there. We can change the first. We need to change its color. Color is black. Then the thickness I want to be a 1. Then marker fill. You can click on a marker. You can click on a marker. So you will observe the different marker are there. Then click on a marker. Marker fill is of black. So black. Then here I need to create a different marker. So let's say earlier I use a circle. Now I will use let's say a rectangle. So here first the color is black, and just click on the marker. You can get a click on a marker option. You can use here it is as it is. Click on automatic, so it took a circle. So you can click on a inbuilt, where you can option. You can find out different options like a triangle, square, rectangle. So I will select here the triangle, and you can define the size also. If you want to match with the circle cross-section area, the same cross-section area you can have a triangle, so that you can observe the same size of marker in a graph. So I mark here triangle and click. So here you can see here the triangle marks are there. So as here data series is very close, you cannot see. So just I will increase this data series uh, little bit so that you can observe that. Can be applied for the entire data. Now you can see here one line with a marker of circle and another one is a black, right? So here, but what is this line are indicating that we need to mention here? So here, just right click and format plot area. You can click, and in the same graph now the two data series are there. I need to add a data series title. So here if you click on this graph, you can get this plus sign where you can have different axis titles. So I want a legend, so legend. So if I'm clicking this legend, I'm getting this data series. So I can, as first data series we are not given any name, I can change that data series name. Let's say that is P1. So select data series, then I will get edit. So here there is no data series name, so I will mark as a P1 and click it OK. So now it appears two data series, P1 and P2. So instead of consuming the area outside the graph, I will just drag that legend inside the graph itself, and I can show it here. Again, little bit to, if I'm reducing the size, it should not get that one change. So I will increase the size so that it will be visible, though we are changing the size of the graph. So same font type, whichever I'm expecting in my text, same type of the font I will use. So this is a complete graph. Now you can see here the graph is very much clear and we can interpret the certain things. So here for demonstration purpose, to reduce the time for plotting, so I have used a simplified data series. So whatever the data you are getting from your experimental work, you can plot it effectively, and based on that you can present the paper in a different conferences, journal, and more effectively you can use Excel. So Excel is a very good tool. Uh, which are the things you required, almost all options are available, only you need to explore that. I think this will be very useful for you. I wish all the best for your research work, uh, and you can use more effectively Excel. Thank you.